The following afternoon, Eris was still pissed as she drove from her small property outside of Rome and into the city. She had many such properties around the world, all tucked out of the way and isolated so that her out-of-control chaos couldn't do any damage. She didn't know why the failed date from the previous evening was bothering her so much. He wasn't special, just another hot bartender in a city full of them. The most annoying thing was that she was now going to have to find a new bar to drink at. Maybe it was bothering her so much because she'd felt an echo of a connection for the first time in centuries. He hadn't asked her on a date only because she was beautiful, or so he'd claimed, and Eris couldn't wrap her head around that. Her beauty was the only thing men were interested in. The day she had met Zeus, the upstart new god boy that had usurped his father, he had taken one look at her and said, "What a waste of beauty you are, daughter of Nyx." Eris hadn't thought much of Zeus, and thought even less of him after the encounter. It was one of the reasons why she had thrown the apple at him at Peleus's fateful wedding. She had been aiming for his head. She had been annoyed by the snub and wanted to get back at Zeus for purposely making sure everyone was there but her. She had no idea the trouble that damn apple would cause her in the future. It was a reminder to her to never lose her temper. She always had it locked down tight, tighter than her heart and her power. It was why she found the whole incident with Enzo so confusing. Maybe it had been his grandmother, and she was hurt or ill, and he was her caretaker. He had wanted another date after all. Eris had reacted too strongly, and while she didn't feel regret as a rule, she felt something suspiciously like it. She had liked him too much, so it was best she kept away for both of their sakes. Nothing good could come of it. It wasn't as if she was relationship material. She was a primordial creature born of darkness. She didn't date. She conquered and then moved on. "Stop obsessing," she growled under her breath as if her brain had ever listened. Eris was determined to continue her experiments and not let the incident the previous night bother her anymore. She had the perfect place to visit, one that would recharge her energy so she could try and stretch out the time it took to hold her shields up. The Pantheon was a mess of lines, families, tourists, and opportunistic street vendors. Built to be a temple for all the gods, it was a wonder that drew people from all over the world. It was always chaotic, and it suited Eris's purposes perfectly. If she could find a decent bar in the area, it would provide her with a new place to linger. She would never have to show her face at Silviano's again.